the gen defense, which I get. It is very annoying to go against a team who's just all in gens immediately. It is annoying. But I've been like, since I've had this game, I've had it, for quite a while. I've only prestiged one killer ever, and it was the Wraith. Man, I've always tried to get good with him. I used to really like Legion as well, but they had nerfed him at the time, so he was just garbage. And now they finally buffed him. I still haven't used him yet. I'm excited to try it out now, but I know I'm going to be shit with him because it's been so long. I like the music. I like the new chase music. I feel like they increased his lunge as well for like when he's in his frenzy. His lunge is ridiculous now. I can't like normally I could juke it out, but it reaches really far. And that, and with the combination, the 5-hit, what's it called? Injure. Yeah, I like that, but it's very hard to do against a good team anyway.
Yeah, and like if you have somebody dead, you're pretty much never gonna get it.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, still, I used to like the Clown as well. I mean, he's pretty weak, but I don't know. Like it's kind of give and take. It's I don't know. I try to go and get good at killers that are all around good. Doesn't matter what map or if you have add-ons or perks. So I know Spirit used to be really good, like top tier. S rank. People use her in tournaments and stuff, but now with these perks and just different playstyles adapting to it, I think she's kind of slipping a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And they nerfed her like pretty hard.
Yeah.
The phasing sound and stuff.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Like something that you're good at, that you've been playing for years. Now you have no choice but to switch because they're just brought down, and then you gotta wait.
To be fair, the Spirit was like pretty annoying, so I get why they nerfed her.
Who do you think it is on this map? On this map.
On this map.
On this map.
Legion.
It's the owner of this map. I'm in his house. Yeah. Finally, I like this. I like this. This is cool. I don't see Myers ever really on this map that much. Right. Right. That'd be even better. It's like watching the movie. I wish I did watch, which is a waste of money. I swear, the movie was not good at all.
It was boring. Like,
yeah, it wasn't like the older ones were definitely a lot more interesting, in my opinion. I'm very picky, like watching horror movies.
About, like Halloween Kills.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Nobody really liked it. They said the same thing. And I told my girlfriend, I was like, yeah, the map, because we were watching the beginning of it where it's coming out of the house and it was burning. I was like, that map is on my game. We played that map. She's like, oh yeah, it just looks exactly the same, which I like. I think that's pretty cool. And Freddy's map, the the Bad Hand Preschool, exactly the same. I've never really watched, like, I've seen all the movies when I was a kid, but now that I pay attention to them, they're kind of exactly the same in this game.
Yeah, they do a good job at like recreating them.
Yeah. He's at a pallet. This guy's at a pallet. I don't know if I can get him or not.
I'm gonna try to run over there.
I think he might be healed, but I don't... Fuck, he's not gonna get... Wait, Quentin? Why did you waste that, yo?
It's so late as well, it was so far away.
Oh, I don't want to farm this girl, but I'm doing it. I don't want to give him stalk either. Fuck. He just wants him. Oh, he's got a pallet. He's fine. I don't want to give him stalk. I feel like that's the biggest mistake against him, is that everybody just kind of messes with him. Gives him like tier 3, then it's infinite. He's got that hand open. Not looking too good. I wish they would have did like us. Well, they did do the Stranger Things map. Yeah, never mind. I wish they wouldn't have taken that out. I kind of miss it, even though it wasn't that good of a map.
Yeah, I hated playing that so much, but I do miss it.
It was something else. It gives you more of an option. And I forgot to buy Nancy's black pants that everybody has. I bought the shirt, the darkest shirt she had. I was trying to buy the pants, but I was like, nah. I had to drip out Steve.
I found his ruin. It's in the main building.
Okay, I'm in what would be the fun house. I'm more like the torture house on this map. Gotta make a team, man. About to get a bunch of the best DPD survivors. Well, I think in tournaments you kind of don't you all take turns though, like playing killer and survivor.
I think usually they have like one person who's like they pick out the best killer out of all of them because I think they're like yeah they pick out the best one.
Well, the one I watched.
4 people in a team.
Yeah. Well, the one I watched, they had up on the top. It was Dowsy and Tofu hosting it. It was like a $15,000 prize. This is fucking ridiculous. But they had the killers over the top, so each team had to play the killers, which was Spirit, Twins, and Blight. And then they have, I guess, the best of each team play it, and then it went based off of how many. I don't think it was downs. I think it was kills. And then how many gens, I want to say? Yeah, hooks. Yeah, hooks and then gens. So that seemed kind of fun, but if I was on that team, I mean, I would never. If I played killer, you might as well just be signing the match away. But I watch them play it, and they don't really play that much differently than what I do. Like, they're kind of body blocking, being a little toxic, you know. You would think they'd play smart.
I think when people think of like super good survivors, they think of like looping and stuff like that, but really like people who actually play competitive, like they don't really care about looping because
right, it's
when you're playing against like a super good nurse or super good blight, it doesn't even matter really. So it's usually just like how fast can you do the gens, and it's like basically all the skill.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what you would expect. But even watching them guys, like, they were being a little too dumb. Like, trying to take hits when they definitely were going to get to the hook regardless, and
some tournaments have, like, straight up bad players. Like, the tournament that was, like, it was a pretty long while ago at this point, that Hexy did, was, like, a super big tournament.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
was, like,
Hexy,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
the last one where people, I feel like people in that tournament, like, actually knew what they were doing.
But it was like,
some of the teams at least.
Are you familiar with any of the teams? Like, I know a couple of them. One of them was like oh damn, I won't think of it.
I know like Agony is the main.
Yeah. That was yeah. So Agony. There's oh my god. There's another one with, I know the people that were on it, but I don't really, pay attention like that.
Right.
But people that I see with their names like let's see, what's another good one? There was one that started with an O, Origin or something like that. Yeah. And I watch them play it. I'm sitting there expecting to see like some of the best moves I've ever seen, and I see them playing, and most of the time they're not. Like, they don't try to 360 or loop like that, like you're saying, stuff like that, which is weird to me because when I play this game, like, if I
usually is like strategically not a good play because you're gonna lose distance, and most, like, I feel like at the comp level, like, you're really not gonna be able to 360 somebody.
Well, maybe like a little wiggle into like a little. If I'm out zoned in an area where I know I'm not gonna get anywhere, I'll try to run to the corner of the map or whatever. But I'll take a chance to maybe wiggle and maybe possibly do it if I have no other choice. But yeah, I know what you mean. But they don't try to do any of that when they know they're dead. At least try the option if you don't have any other ones, but they don't seem to try it too much. They don't play like typical survivors. Like on this game, they throw a pallet, you break it, they blind you. Even though by the time you get done breaking the pallet, you can see them again, so it was kind of a waste. They don't do that. They blind at the very end of. Yeah. I can notice that. I see the difference in little stuff like that. So I try to take it. Yeah. I try to learn a little bit from them, but they don't really do too much different than what I would do, except for they're a Swift. They're able to put on perks that are gonna all help each other. Other than that, it's not too much different than a normal game, I feel like. I don't know. I watched some of them just because I think it's ridiculous on how much they actually win from just playing a game. So it's very interesting. But I don't know. I feel like I'm better than some of those survivors, and I don't even, you know, I play solo queue most of the time.
It's definitely a lot more about like efficiency and gaining distance, but also like especially like in actual tournaments, there are a lot of rules and stuff like the codes.
Yeah. You're right.
You don't usually see them running like all super meta builds because they just can't. Yeah, it's definitely more about like trying to waste as much time as possible. They're not afraid to just like instantly throw the pallet. I feel like people, I don't know what the deal is with like, oh, don't throw the pallet. Like it's like.
I mean, I could understand if there was like nothing else. Oh my god! Yo, heal me! No! Yo! This motherfucker. I should have known he was walking way too fucking aggressively to that SKK, yo. Oh my god. I could be. He'll wait for me. I got DS, that's fine. This guy is not coming. He is definitely not coming.
He has a small game, maybe he can find it.
He's not. I can't trust my team. He's on Deathlick, so he doesn't want to risk it. I don't know, he's leaving. He's leaving though.
Yeah, he doesn't look like it.
I don't know, Steve. Come on, Steve. He's not. He's coming to him. He's gonna push him out. Or he's gonna get him down if he doesn't. Oh man, I shouldn't mess around. This is one of those examples of just not mess around the gate. Just leave. But why would you have a no-hit on a killer that can insta down? You never expect it. He's gonna get killed.
He found the totem.
Oh shit. Yeah, let me not kill myself. He's not gonna be able to save me though. Either way, you might as well just leave. He's about to die. He's about to die. Oh my god. Oh my god. He should have. The gate was already open on this side. He could have ran to this gate. But still, I don't blame him. That was my fault. I shouldn't have messed around with him, but it's tradition. Yeah, it's all good. Hey, rank 1, I can't lose anymore. Rank and so.
Do you not lose it?
No, you can't rank down after you get rank 1.
Wait, really?
Yeah, which is nice. That's why I try to get to it as quickly as possible, so I can just mess around.
That's nice to look at.
Right. But I mean, it doesn't do anything, obviously, because everybody.
Blood points.
Yeah. It doesn't matter being that high of a rank or being at the bottom, because they don't. It doesn't account for anything anymore.
I think back when it was like actual like ranks instead of grades, I thought it was satisfying. I feel like it made more sense where it was just like 20 to 1 rather than this like weird system with the levels and stuff.
Like that, yeah. I don't know why they changed it. Because
definitely could have just left it.
That's I like the feeling of like just knowing, like I don't know. It seemed more simple.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
The simplicity, like you know, sometimes it's better to keep things more simpler than overdoing it. And I feel like they're trying to compensate for so much, but at the same time, they really don't have a lot to that. I don't know. Like, if a killer hold on. Just kidding. A killer complains. Yeah, this mic, the cord's messed up, so I gotta like twist it. But so killers complain, oh, they have DS while they're doing a gen or healing, and they still have DS. Nerf it. It gets nerfed. Now we have DS for less time, and if you do any action, it's gone. If we complain about killers, what would be a good example of that? Okay, yeah. So knowing exactly where you're at, seeing your scratch marks, you can't really hide. They can come out right on top of you, and you get hit. Okay. But let's think about it. on a survivor to killer ratio was been nerfed and messed with and has been, you know, played with more, because it seems like to me that killers always have an easier time. I think if you're a really good killer and you're going against really good survivors, I think the really good killer is going to have an easier time. Just because survivors have to do more, they have to work with more, as opposed to, let's say, a killer who's never been messed with. I don't know, Trapper. Trapper has always been a relatively moderate killer overall. The M1 killers, traps have never been nerfed. Nothing has ever been changed about the Trapper, in my opinion. But when I go against Trapper, it's always on Backwater Swamp or a very high grass map,
Yeah,
and it's like
it's like Yamaoka. So, it's like you can't even see them.
It's annoying, and that's another thing. Yeah. RNG is so favorite. A stealth obscured map.
You're kinda cutting out.
Like stealth killers get maps to where everything is obscured. You can't see them. At least when I go against them. Trapper gets maps where you can't see his traps, and it makes it overpowered at that point. And survivors have to deal with, okay, now I can't disable his traps because I get injured. I can't dead hard over them because he has the makeshift add-on, or this or that. There's so many builds and killers that are just unbeatable if the killer is good, that it makes it almost impossible for the survivors unless they are in a party and they're all coordinating, which a lot of times is not the fact of the matter. So, and with this new update, I don't know if you've been watching lately, but like, so for a lot of killers, they'll down somebody and they will lag. Like when they're on the ground, they'll lag back like 5 feet from where they were downed, or they'll get hit and they won't make a sound. Nobody will make a sound. You hook them, they won't make a sound on the ground. They won't make a sound when they get hit. So, and it's like that every single update. So just trying to deal with that, but I feel like it's harder to deal with on the survivor's end than killer. I can deal with that for killer, not hearing somebody. I can see them, I can hit them. But as survivor, I have to drop my item before I can use it. I have to prepare for a lag that puts me back to where the killer's at. I have to prepare for all this stuff, which I don't think is fair, and they don't really look deep into it, I think, for survivors. So it's something that you have to overall just work around, which sucks. Killers definitely have an easier time, for sure. No, I've been bullied the shit out of before playing, and I can say, yeah, some people might oppose that, but as a survivor main, I don't know. It's been rough lately, I'll say that. Bottom line. On his own map, what are the odds of that? Both the killers we face are on their maps. He's got corrupt as well.
Yeah.
That's alright.
There are definitely some things that you just said that I disagree with, but I think you highlighted a pretty big issue right now, is that a lot of killers have to like make builds and stuff like that out of the assumption that they're gonna play against like a super coordinated Swift.
Yeah.
Like survivors who are like really good together, that they know what the hell they're doing to get like super coordinated, do gens super fast, which I think personally highlights like a pretty fundamental flaw with this game right now, is like the disparity between like a Swift and solo queue.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Like you see a bunch of people loading in with flashlights. You'll probably bring Lightborn or like Franklin's or something like that. And actually, I heard with killers right now, if they dropped you right there, that it's an automatic pickup. If like you're immune, if they pick you up again, that you wiggle off. And I don't know how true that is because I've never been picked back up after being dropped. But a couple of people that I was watching also said that if they drop you, there is no bar anymore. Like the progression bar when you're dropped and it increases. If they pick you back up, that you get off. And I haven't experienced that, so I would assume it's true because nobody's doing it. So it's either you get slugged or somebody picks you up, which would be something I'm mad at as killer because, you know, what to say I said by that hook, what are you going to do? You're obviously going to drop the person and they automatically get up. He's going to hit me? No, he's not. Okay. I don't have that hard.
I think the developers of this game
Yeah.
more so gives solo queue survivors the
Oh,
tools
nice.
that they need to communicate with each other. You know, I think this game is super crazy survivor set, personally. But that's out of the assumption that survivors are going to be like in a Swift, using good perks, having good efficiency and stuff like that. And
Right.
You're right, where you're not always in that situation. So I think, you know, they just need indicators on the HUD that show what the survivors are doing. Maybe
Yeah.
a ping system, something like that. Maybe voice chat, even if they don't want to do much of work, they can just put in a voice chat.
Voice chat? I've been saying they should add voice chat. Honestly, I don't see that. I don't see why it would. I don't see why it would break the game that much. I mean, I could imagine the people that be screaming on here like, "Yo, what the fuck?" These people. I could imagine, but I mean, you can mute them. You can mute. It's not like there's no way out of it, but that would be a lot easier.
Yeah. If it was just voice chat, though, I feel like it kind of sucks. Because, like, sometimes you don't want to talk to people, you just kind of want to play a game, not have to deal with other people. So, like, if that was your only way to communicate and you had to do that, I think it would kind of suck.
Yeah.
So, I think, honestly, I just think that they should have a ping system. I think that's pretty much all they need to do. It's just have, so you can ping where you are and where you're going to be going and stuff like that. They don't really have to do anything else.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the way that they run the game, that nobody's ever gonna agree on that, which is stupid. But I think that would definitely help the game, especially for survivors. Oh my god, yo! I was so like, come on. This man gets lucky with his shots, I swear.
If they made like solo queue as strong as like a Swift, then it would be way easier to balance killers. Because some of the killers that are like super weak against Swifts are like totally fine against solo queue. And some of the killers that are like very OP against solo queue is like totally fine against the Swift. So if there was everybody was on like equal playing field, I think it would be a lot better.
Well,
And in a couple months ago in a dev post, the devs said that they were planning to add some sort of HUD indicator showing what your teammates would do on the HUD, like if they're on a gen, if they're healing or running or whatever. And I don't know if they're still planning to add that because it's not in the game right now.
I think
I
that
feel like it wouldn't be that difficult to put in.
like HUD as like what type of HUD? Like a mini map type of HUD or like?
Next to the the survivor portraits.
Oh, so like.
Oh my god, that was a really good shot.
So what change from what they do now normally would you be suggesting?
Like, you know, next to the hook indicator shows you how many hooks there are. Like if you were on a gen, like it would be a little generator icon there. If you were healing
Oh,
somebody,
okay.
it'd be,
Okay.
stuff like very simple, right?
So a little more informative.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a pretty good change they could make. I still think like on top of that we would probably need a ping system.
That'd be pretty OP though. If you could see, like, let's say there was one gen left, so there's basically 3 gens, and you're at 2 because they didn't split them correctly. Now you know what gen they're at, because it says they're on the gen, or if it says they're healing and they just got
The killer
unhooked.
wouldn't see it. It was
Just between the team. Okay. Yeah, that would be nice to give them a little more like, clarity on kind of what's going on.
Yeah, I think they could do like built-in kindred.
Oh, that'd be tough. That'd be tough for killers. I'm trying to make it like I have a balanced like mind when it comes to like this, so I don't want to make it too one-sided. Like with the voice chat, I feel like you don't even have to be in a survive with friends, but if they put in a mic, it's automatically a survive with friends every game. And it's gonna make it really hard for killers because all you gotta do is plug in a mic, and even if they don't have a mic, they can hear you. Well, the killer's on me.
Keep in mind, the goal of this is that they could essentially buff solo queue to give everybody the same amount of power, and then they just go through and they take all the weak killers and then they buff them, because they don't have to worry anymore about making a killer too strong against solo queue players. Like,
Yeah.
so, like, all the really weak killers, they can just give like a massive overhaul to them to make them balanced. Like that, or
Yeah.
base kit killer buffs as well, like things that would overall make the game healthier. Would be
That's
easier.
yeah. I think that they're very, like I said, the sad thing of all of it is that most of the time that I see any of the creators of the game or the developers playing the game, it's always killer. So I feel like a lot of the stuff and the buffs and what they think is wrong with the game is going to be a killer-based mechanic, and a lot of the streamers, the fog whisperers and stuff like that that they listen to also play killer. So they're not going to see the type of things that a survivor would see, as opposed to what they see.
Yeah, but like I said, the problems really only lie in solo. If you're playing against a Swift, I think this game is the survivor side.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially
I agree.
if they all have like meta stuff, but and they're not always in a Swift. I
Yeah.
usually don't play in a 4-man.
Right, yeah, I'm more often to play in a solo queue, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just the way it is, unfortunately, and it sucks, but maybe make him shoot.
Yeah, no problem.
He's got no head, maybe, all of a sudden, out of thin air. No, it's not good, I got that hurt. No, get that fucking AK off of me, yo. My man's over here practicing for fucking scouts with that. He's got that blicky over there. He's running it.
He fucking went over my head.
Man, he was in hometown. He was in home field on his own map, and still got no. Well, I don't know. Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, so nothing.
Might actually die here, no lie.
Nah, you're good. Oh, that's close. That was close.
Got a little greedy there.
Yeah, I'm streaming right now, but I don't know. I feel like it's better to stream on YouTube because, like, when I watch people, I never get on Twitch to watch them. Like, I'm on my TV. Yeah, I'm on my TV. Now I can get on there if I download, like, on my PlayStation. I can get on there and look at it, but it's so out of the way. Everything I watch is on YouTube, so it feels like it makes more sense to just stream to that rather than Twitch. Like, people don't really have Twitch. You know, if they're watching it on their TV, they have YouTube, but they don't have that. So
Twitch on the TV, like the UI is so bad. It's
like, yeah.
hard to use. I hate using it so much. I have like an Apple TV, and
Oh, yeah.
it's not fun at all.
Like, just bad quality and stuff like that.
Not even the quality. Like, it's so hard to use. Like, it's so convoluted the way that it's all laid out. I'm just on Twitch 'cause,
yeah.
like, some of the I have some streamers that I like to watch. Like, I like putting on stuff in the background, and stream is a really good thing.
You
Going for hours and hours.
have you ever like donated to any? Like, who would you say you watch the most?
Coconut RTS.
Really, that guy.
Yeah.
So he hasn't even had this game that long. Like, I know you're talking about Mr. Huntress Boy.
Oh,
Mr. Always Play Huntress that much.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He's pretty good at the game, but
He's really good.
I've never heard of him. I've heard of him within the last couple of years, but I know people who've been playing it longer.
He's Devotion 40.
I don't know. I don't think that's possible, man.
He is
I think you can look it up. Send me a screenshot of that.
Okay, I will.
There's no way. There's no way. Let's just.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I was
so-
watching it earlier today. What do you mean? He is. He has so many hours. He has like 8,000 hours in this game.
Yo.
It's just
what?
crazy, bro. All he does is play this game. That's like his life. All his money. Comes
Oh,
from this
man.
game, spends it all on this game.
I don't like. I know like people like him and like Crush. If you ever heard of that guy?
Oh yeah, Crush. I know him.
Like those people they've never put out videos. Like and I'm not gonna say just because you don't put out a video they haven't played the game, but that's how I take it as a like. So some of the old streamers, like Darva, one of the most respected members in the community. You know, his videos are getting like 500,000 views, which is insane for a game.
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, him, Dowsy, Monto, who I don't know where the fuck he's been. He's a little older of a streamer. Hybrid Panda, Time something. I don't know what it was.
Hybrid Panda's so bad at this game.
No, his voice.
It's honestly horrible.
When I first heard his voice, I thought he was a little kid. And then he finally put his face cam up. That man's like 30 years old, bald.
He's just British. That's all it is.
I thought he was a kid, man. That guy's like 35 years old. But him and JRM, Aaron, Class, who else? Babyface J, or Baby Man Face J, or something like that. Oddstarva. Yeah. There's a couple girl streamers.
Yeah, Umbra's one of the female streamers.
There's a couple of them, like, oh, I can't remember. One of them was like, started with an L. She's pretty fine, I'm not gonna lie. But I forgot her. Yeah. She doesn't show her face, does she? Like
No,
she just
does
talks.
use face cam.
Oh, she does. Okay, I know a couple of them, but I forget the girls' stream channels more than anything
Yeah,
else.
I don't know what happened to Umbra. Like I think she used to stream like every day. She was a Huntress main, and then she kind of just stopped streaming.
There's like something dead, like Jimmy Undead or something, somebody like that. But I haven't watched too many of them. I mean, but yeah, I just looked at that Coconut RTS. That's ridiculous, man. Because that's, you know how that is what, for level 4,000. So you know he's already got over 4,000 hours. He's level 4,000. You average each game.
4,000 hours is nothing. I have like almost 4,000 hours in this game.
If you average, okay, so each level of devotion is about 99 hours. But that's given that each game is 9 minutes, averaging 9 minutes. Which some games people troll around. Like if you look it up, I've looked it up because I can't look at my hours on PS4, so I looked up.
Look for you.
Like I know my hours on here are about 1,500 or something like that, but that's just with this PlayStation. So I'm trying to calculate all my other things on there. And I'm trying to get a little bit of an insight as far as like an easier way to figure that out. Because each game is usually like 10 minutes, maybe. Unless you're gen rushing and really good. You know, your team's really good, rather. So, 9 minutes a game. 100
But then,
levels.
like, what about like queues and stuff, and like doing stuff in the lobby?
Well, that's not game time. That's not
And,
hours
like,
in.
loads, but it's gonna count towards your hours anyways, and like load times and stuff. And
Yeah, but you don't get points towards your devotion as far as staying in the lobby.
yeah, but it'll still like count towards your hours.
Yeah, I guess hours being, hours on the
I feel like
game.
half of my hours are probably just me sitting in the lobby.
Yeah, hey, wait till
I used to just like have this game open all night while I slept.
what what is your time zone right now?
On the western.
So for me it's 3:40 in the morning.
12:40 for me.
Damn, you're lucky, man. I got Mother's Day tomorrow. I mean today in like 5 hours. I got all kinds of shit going on.
Well, it's Mother's Day here too.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I slept till like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll be up for a while.
I've been up for a little while.
I don't know.
What are you doing?
I live in Maryland, like on the East Coast, like by New York City and New England, and not New England, sorry, New York, Washington D.C., stuff like that area side of the map. So
the
we're
complete opposite
yeah
end of the country from you.
east side, yeah.
East,
It kind of
like,
sucks.
East Coast.
Yeah, very northeast, like almost at the top.
Yeah.
It's fucking cold.
So,
It's been raining for
I'm
like the
like
past 3 days.
I'm like at the very southern tip of California.
Oh, so you're probably warm right now.
Yeah, it's super hot.
It's like 35 degrees and it's been raining the past 3 days straight.
Let's see what we got here. As for weather.
You guys are probably like
Actually-
60 at least. I'm 65, 70. I mean, it's summertime almost.
Generous. Nah. We're in the 80s. It's gonna be 90 coming up here. 90 degrees.
I got I sweatpants and a heavy sweatshirt on right now, and that's inside my house. I'm just still not that hot.
I'm wearing sweats right now. I like sweats. A couple, back in April, beginning of April, we had a day where it was like over 100 degrees. It was really rough.
It's like Death Valley, some Death Valley temperature.
Yeah, definitely. I want to go there.
I don't know, man. You might not come back. You might turn into a fucking skeleton.
No,
That shit's rough, man.
I'm used to it at this point. I'm living here my whole life.
Accidentally, I got a wire. Oh shit, I'm dead. I accidentally unplugged my mic because it's wired. I had my leg on it, and I went to go posture up, unplugged, and then the killer was stalking me. And all of this at once just happened. The minute I look away, he stalks quick. I think he has an add-on, definitely. He's stalking me very quickly.
Yeah, that was kind of fast.
Like by the time I plugged my mic back in, I was already stalked. It's all good. It's all good. Ghostface on this map.
It's possible.
It's not too bad. Oh, he's got okay. I don't know anything else.
Plus the lions, so easy counter.
True, yeah. I mean, a lot of people sleep on that perk. Not gonna lie. I mean, yeah. To be fair, nobody can work on the gen, but it can't be kicked. So I mean, it's a win-win. I'm not gonna hate on it.
If they like increased the duration of it to like 45 seconds or something, and then they made it so you can deactivate it if you want.
Right? Yeah. That would be nice. They kind of slept. Cheryl's perks are kind of. I like Sogar, maybe in a combination or something.
I think
But if
Blood
they-
Pact is super fun. I preferred it when it came out though.
Blood Pack, get the little speed, get some like some hope going on in game.
Intel
Like,
is nice as well.
yeah.
I've done that before. Hope and Dark Flame and Blood Pact.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm not gonna lie, that is nice. Like, it's like a for real like viable build.
Yeah, I mean it's not like meta or anything, but it's
I'm gonna hide right here. Oh, he's gonna down here, but
Oh, thank you, Sid.
if I was injured, I would wait and have him hit me there, and then put the pallet on him to
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
him,
I know.
hold him really, yeah, hold him real quick, put him down.
But- You know, I'm marked. So
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, at the rate that that's going down, I think he does have an add-on for being longer and probably quicker. Quicker
Well, they made
stalker.
it- Isn't it like a minute now or something? Like after the ghost face buff?
I don't know, but you might be right. I haven't tested it yet. You might be right. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That is long though. It is long compared to what I'm
It
used to.
definitely wasn't that long before.
It might be that. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't tried him out.
Could be an add-on too, though.
I know he's got something for stalking because I dropped my controller in 5 seconds. I was stalked. That's why Spine's paying off. Spine Shield's doing wonders right now. Even though I gotta worry, is he upstairs? He's downstairs. He's got a pretty decent map. This is a pretty good stealth killer map, I'd say. He's in the bathroom downstairs. Kicking my gen. Checking lockers. Why? Why?
Paranoid. He's got that new perk. You check a locker and you see the auras of everybody around all the lockers.
I would be mad. I would
Testing
be.
it out.
Oh, I have to waste this pallet. I have no choice. You're not stalking me again, boy. No. Why can't I reveal him from that? I still can't reveal him. Even while he's breaking the pallet, I can't reveal
The
him.
reveal
Wow.
mechanics are so bad.
Well, I'm dead. Oh, that flick though. That's why it pays off the 360, mother. That's why it pays off. You gotta try it at least. He's vaulting that? No, he's coming around. He might get me here. Oh no! I didn't mean to hop in the locker. Come on! There was a locker right by the vault. That's so stupid. Oh my god. Unlucky. He's gonna get the base. Alright. Fangman's following me for why? I don't know. And that's unlucky. And I didn't bring DS, of course, or anything. That's alright. We got 4 gens. He's only got 1 person on death hook. I'll take that. He only got 2 hooks. And he's got sloppy butcher as well.
I hate that when you accidentally look at him and he knows where you are. Oh,
it sucks. Like they did get him a like pretty decent buff, I think. Definitely more viable now.
Is that him? Oh my shit, that actually scared the fucking hell out. Alright, no BT, so get ready. Take a hit.
It's all good. I got that dead hard.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna dead hard to any pallets though, because we don't have anything. And I think it didn't even dead hard.
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm sorry.
I sacrificed it for the team. I think we just still did pretty good. He's got 1 kill, and then we've done 4 gens, so I'll take that. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, you're in the bathroom again.
What do you want from me?
God damn it.
I think I'm gonna start running that empathic connection perk.
What is it?
So, I think it's, if, like, all injured survivors can see your aura. So it's like reverse empathy, basically.
Oh, you're talking about Mr. Tokyo's perks.
It's Yoichi, yeah, Mr. You know, I actually read the book that chapter came from.
The ring stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like full on read the whole book.
What do you mean, like the manga? You're out here reading the what? The lore? Oh, the lore on the game.
No, like the movie that the ring came from. Like I read the novel that it was based off of.
I didn't know there was one. What was that like?
It's like way different from the movie. Like it's not even this. Like it's a totally different story and everything.
I thought the movie was mediocre, subpar at best.
I like the movie.
I mean, there's like 3 of them though. That's the thing.
I wanted to watch I watched the American movie, but it was like, so it was originally a Japanese book.
Yeah.
And then they made a Japanese movie, and then based on the Japanese movie, they made an American movie. Because it's more similar. I saw like the first 30 minutes of it, and reading the book ruined it for me. I'm
You
like
watch
turning into that cliche is like, oh my god, the book is better. No shit's better.
You watch anime?
Do not watch anime. I'm fucked.
But you know what Pokemon is, and Dragon Ball Z,
He doesn't.
and
Everybody knows what Pokemon is.
well, I mean, yeah, I played that probably until I was like 13, yeah. Nintendo DS, got the 3DS. Gotta trade them Pokemon, but honestly, that's an anime. I mean, I watched it growing up. I feel like a lot of people watched anime without even knowing that it was anime. But,
Holy shit.
yeah.
He fucked me up, no lie.
I want to see his perks. I feel like he definitely has the pink add-on for stalking. The camera, the video camera. But I think that's for revealing, though. I don't know. I feel like he's got a pink add-on for sure. That guy just did. He didn't want to. He didn't want none of that. Yeah, right? You would think like a good team would be like the person who hasn't been hooked, get the killer's attention, loop them, go down, right? Save everybody else that's hooked. Nah, none of this solo queues, man.
Trying to get that MMR, the max MMR.
Let me see. Oh, are you serious? No way. Brown add-ons. Wow. Decreases the recovery time and decreases the time to mark.
Yeah, it decreases the time to market. Yeah, so it was faster still.
But I'd seen a little bit faster than that. That's just a brown one.
20%.
That's pretty heavy for a brown add-on.
Yeah, 20%. That's kind of a lot, huh?
That's a little bit much, I think. I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
you're right. That's kind of a lot.
Hey man, that buff. I feel like they're gonna nerf Legion and his add-ons. Not necessarily his ability now with the combination, the 5-hit. Yeah, those add-ons, the button, the iridescent button and all that. Like, some of those are kind of ridiculous.
Iridescent bussin'. Yeah.
Bussy. Yeah, so you know how like the one where you get hit while you're in your ability and then it just gives your ability back immediately. Like if you're playing Legion and you get stunned while you're using Frenzy, your ability's back.
Yeah, I do know. Yeah.
That's kind of a little
you can
bit.
just use the button to get over and break it.
Right, so and if you have, which I noticed a lot of Legions use like the Spirit and combo. So you know, combined with that, it's pretty hard to go against.
There's like a Ghostface build that's I've used. It was pretty fun. One of his add-ons makes it so if you break a pallet or a wall, you instantly get your power back. So
Yeah.
if you run that with like Enduring Spirit Fury, like you can 99 a survivor, and then like they drop a pallet on you, and then you instantly mark them because you get your power back.
Damn, that's kind of
Yeah, they just down.
much. Yeah, that's a little much. I say, like,
It's fun though. I love running it. I haven't
Like-
played against it. But
I feel that's why I like saying like killers are more entertaining and they go a little less aggressive on their changes, because like when you're playing killer, like you can go and just abuse the fuck out of the buffs. Like every buff needs to
I
be
definitely
balanced.
think Killer's more fun.
Yeah, like so if, like it might buff Legion. Wait, sorry. That whole time, like you get to basically just work people over with the overpowered build, while survivors are dealing with lagging and FMR and bugs, and you just get to run the shit out of an add-on. And just so, I need to play killer more. Let me say that. I'd be getting more blood points if I played killer than going in a solo queue as survivor.
Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna play some killer.
All right.
I haven't played her in a little while.
I would if I could. I might try it out. I have a bunch of
Give it a shot.
I have, plenty of challenges to do for killer, but it's just, I don't know. I've always liked the multiplayer experience, you know, working with a team. But I guess when your team is like anywhere from Ash 4 to Cold 4, you kind of can't really, you know, expect too
From
much.
Ash forward to like comp players.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it's not like
Triple, quadruple digit hours and stuff.
Yeah, I don't even. Honestly, I'm kind of like interested. Like, if that guy Coconut RTS has that many hours in the game, somebody who I've never heard about. I mean, obviously he could have been playing the game before he started streaming it, but I've never, like, I looked it up, and people were saying that they've seen people with, like, 48 devotion, and they were like, nah, that's pretty unlikely. I haven't seen anybody with that. But that man, I'm devotion 6, level 40 something. And that's on this account. I had devotion 6 on another one, and then to switch, there's no way I was getting that high of a devotion. I was only like 1 or 2. But
You
still,
have more experience in this game than me.
I mean, I used to play it, like I said, when I play for a long time at once. But then there's times where they come out with stuff like this, and I don't want to play the game. It's not interesting to me. It's not, you know, things are messed up. I don't really want to play it. So I leave it alone, or a new game comes out. I'll go play that for a little bit. Hopefully they fix the bugs, and I
And then
come
you start
back.
getting withdrawals to come back.
I do, because I see it on my YouTube everywhere in the recommended page. I'm like, damn, man, it got me thinking. I kind of want to get back on there a little bit. So I get back on. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. And usually by the time I get back on, they fix it. Not like in this situation, I'll man it up. I bought the battle pass, so I have to get on and grind it out. I have no choice. So I'm hoping with the event, which this battle pass is 60 days, so we got 2 months before this is over. So hopefully by the anniversary event it's fixed, and I can do it a little easier. Alright, you're using the nurse?
Yeah, I'm playing this. Oh, I got Haddonfield, nice.
Oh, you already loaded into a game?
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick. That was quick, man.
No, like the moment I left, I started queuing.
Alright, I'm playing Wraith right now. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm streaming. You can watch my stream. After you die. After they kill you with baseball bats.
After this. After I get.
Yeah, the stigmas. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, we'll see who does better, man. I mean, I feel you'll probably do better because you're higher rank and probably got better perks. But I'm Ash 4 still on Killer, so maybe I get a shitty team or something. Increase the speed of vaulting. Increases.
I don't know the layout of the buildings yet.
Like Haddonfield would probably be a very good example. If I play Killer on that map, I would be like, I know the main pallets in the street, but that's about it. The other ones, I know there's that torture building, the infinite vault loop.
Definitely quite rusty. Is this building now?
Increase cloak. I'm trying to find the add-on that uncloaks you while you're breaking an object, but I guess I don't have it.
Brown add-on, isn't it?
I thought so, but I can't find it. I don't know why.
You know, they actually, yeah, I gotta say, they actually are doing the gens pretty fast. This is a pretty bad chase, though. I don't have that much pressure.
What perks you got on?
Shadowborn, Discordance, Surge, and Barbecue.
Shadowborn, Discordance, Barbecue. Shadowborn, Discordance, Barbecue.
Crazy build right now. I could definitely run better perks.
Sounds like a gen heavy build. Sounds like you're fully free to just chase down survivors at that point. Let their perks do their work for you. I got a full lobby of Claudets. I don't know. Sounds like a survival friends to me.
I like how you can look through the windows.
Yeah. I just wish they wouldn't have changed all the loopings. Like, they did change them quite a bit.
Oh my god, you're kidding me.
Uncloaking speed.
Gotta let the rust wear off, you know?
Yeah, I feel you, man.
From not playing such a mechanical killer for so long.
Have you seen the people that, I guess, mod the game that have like 2 killers in one?
That have what?
Like 2 killers per game?
I would love that.
Have you never seen that? Like, there's like 2 killers?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So imagine like
What do you need?
2 killers, 8 survivors.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest.
I think it would be cool. I mean, it'd be probably be better for the killers. I feel like two Bubbas just kind of going around chainsawing everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they would definitely have to like probably like nerf some stuff, cause yeah, you're right, or like two nurses even
That would be insane. Yeah, that would be hard for even eight people. That would be fucking difficult.
I guess like what would it be, like 9 gens or something?
Yeah, like it's a. Well, we got four survivors, 5 gens, 8 survivors, 10 gens. 2 killers. Probably the amount of hooks though. Like, would there be increased hooks? If so, that would be pretty easy. I don't think they would do that. But like, yeah, everybody running like a dual team of killers, like in a party.
It would have to be like a huge map as well. Like, imagine like being on Dead Dog with that. Like,
Oh yeah, that would be
so it would have to
easy
be,
game.
like, a pretty big map.
Like RPD, but a little bit bigger. Maybe
Yeah, but not RPD because nobody.
RPD sucks, yo. I don't know why people break it.
It's like, yeah, and they hyped it up so much, like, oh my god, it's the best map we've ever made. Like, no, it's not.
No,
Like,
it
it's not. Nobody
sucks.
likes it.
It's not
Yeah.
good. Like even the killers don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like
I have no
I hate
idea
it.
what I'm doing when I'm on that map.
I don't know. It's never been nice to me. It's too small.
Yeah, seriously.
It's too small in the aspect of like everything that you run into is an
Every, like,
obstacle.
corridor is yeah, it takes like 5 minutes just to get across the map because like there isn't just a hallway that leads you to the other side of the map. You have to like go around. It's a maze.
Fuck.
That's like the only map that I DC on as killer. It's
I'm doing-
it's bad enough to make me eat the 5-minute ban. Like I'd rather be banned than play on that map.
I'm doing alright, surprisingly. I haven't played killer, like this is all new experience for me. I've already got it down in like the first 30 seconds. Still got corrupt up. I'm running corrupt, Sterling Tremors, Ruin, and Barbecue.
I'm definitely not doing as nice as I'd like to be.
But see, it's tough with Nurse. Like, it's a whole different, like, style of gameplay. I feel like Nurse, you have to, like, it's so hard for me to play Nurse. Why are you sabotaging the hook after you just unhook somebody? You're gonna kill a shack, eh? Block him with the pallet.
Let's see if I can snowball a little bit here.
Damn, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm liking the Wraith. They still haven't got a gen done.
I like Wraith, yeah.
I got 2 hooks, no gens. But I haven't checked any gens.
Left.
How many hooks do you have?
Only 3. I'm not really not doing good to be honest. I'm not too pressed about it though.
You gotta secure that kill, man.
Yeah, I got a basement hook. The score this is going. Can't go wrong with a little bit of tunneling.
It's needed sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Especially
That's
when...
why.
Damn, this person DC'd, yeah. On the hook. Wait, did he? Yeah, he was on the hook. Why? That doesn't make it seem fair to me.
DC'd on the. You just kill yourself at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you could have not got banned for the next 5 minutes.
Like perfectly timed adrenaline.
What the fuck? How did I miss that? Sorry.
Oh, I got 3 downs. Hold on. I'm gonna see. Okay, come back.
What? Yo, I'm whiffing! I'm whiffing! Bad! Oh my god, I'm hitting fucking bushes, bruh. Alright. I'm mad. I mean, if this guy didn't DC, I'd probably be getting fucked right now. Like, honestly, I'm glad he left. I got 5 hooks. 2 gens are done.
Alright. My one. They got like 2 altruistic at the end. They all went in for the hook.
Wow, what the fuck?
Oh, never mind. She had a break. Oh, well, now I'm probably gonna lose because we're unbreakable. Haha, 1 perk. GG easy. They're better.
That other guy DC'd as well. Hey, what the fuck? Yo, come on, this is not fun.
If they win now because we're unbreakable, I'm gonna beat them pissed.
Now everybody DC's against this build, yo. First of all, the ruin. God sent. Nobody can find it. Nobody can find that. That's a big thing. If you can't find ruin for at least 5 minutes in the game, that's pretty good. I got lucky. These guys DC'd. I given him a chance. I hit him on and swung my weapon into the distance. Like she was giving up. I swung healer up and swung like go play. I'm not gonna farm you, but I give you a chance. It's not fun to farm to me. I don't know. It's not really fun. Trying to give them a chance here, man. I'm not gonna let you guys win the game.
Okay, so think about this. So I got them all down, right?
Yeah.
All 4 of them on the floor, right next to each other, because they messed up, right?
Right.
So then the Claudette has Unbreakable. And then
No, fair enough.
Alright, and so now I got 1 kill. So
Damn!
one person ran 1 perk, and...
So, who is...
No,
So
they're
everybody's
talking.
up. So everybody's up because of that.
Everybody got up, and I only got 1 kill at the end, so... Yeah. Because I was carrying somebody to a hook, and then she popped Unbreakable, so then she just picked up everybody.
Yeah, man. It just goes to show you. Like... But...
Another thing, I think if this game, if there were like no perks in this game, it would be... Like the whole tide of the balance and stuff would be way different. I feel like so many of the balance issues come from like Dead Hard and Silver Fury and like even Killers.
Fuck.
Like all their
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, yeah. That's
That'd
true.
be nice if they had like a no perk mode. Imagine.
No perks. A hardcore mode.
Yeah, hardcore, DVD hardcore.
You're dead, kid. Oh my god, my slings are so bad. So, I guess I got the 4K. I mean, 2 people disconnected. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, they still didn't get ruined. They're giving up. I wasn't playing that good. I got a fucking green off add-on and a yellow one. The boon offering. The boon offering's good. There's the hatch. I'm gonna close it probably because should I give it to her? Her two teammates disconnected though.
Yo, okay, yeah, give it to her. That's kind of a lot. All 4 of them had dead hard. Oof. That's kind of rough.
Alright, I gave her the hatch. They had 3 gens left too. Wow. Man, that was the first game in a while. Man, I should have put a fucking challenge on. Damn it, I'm pissed. I haven't been doing any killer challenges. I did one of the twin challenges, pounce on 4 people. That was it. Oh no, I think I might try out the Legion. I mean, I spent a lot of money on skins for him, but I never use them.
I have so many skins for him.
He has nice skin. I'm not gonna lie, he's got a pretty good selection. I have the one that you were talking about, like with the bodies fused together, like the orange blight thing, and then the neon, like that skeleton, like Dia de Muertos looking, like Mexican, like.
Oh yeah.
I got that one, and then I think the one from the battle pass with like the backpack on or whatever. And then
the one that looked way better in the art, and then they're like
yeah,
and it kind of sucks.
yeah, it does suck. I never use it. That one, and then another one that was from a battle pass earlier, but like why I hate the battle pass is because they bring all the items to the shop eventually anyway. So you're getting the charms, I guess.
Like when they first brought it into the game, they're like, it's all exclusive, one time only. You can only get it when it's in the,
right?
You know, when it's available or whatever. And then they're like, oh, actually, haha, lol, we're bringing it all to the store. So it's like I don't even do it. I mean, I like the charms. I'm like one of the few people who actually likes charms.
But there's a way to tell, like, so for the older battle passes, I have a skin for Feng Min and a skin for Yui. And it was only in the early battle passes where they brought, instead of an outfit, it was one piece of clothing. So they don't put it in the shop because it was just one piece. They only put full outfits in there. So luckily, one of their early, which you probably know, the Feng Min outfits, that's called the Mad World. There's like the big blue Chinese dragon looking thing. There's also I'm sure you know, you see it. But at the end of that battle pass was just a pair of pants for Feng Min. That was it. And I don't think they bring that kind of stuff into the game unless it's a full outfit. So luckily I was able to get that because I buy the battle pass to have clothing and kind of have that rare. I'm cracked at the game because I got that outfits y'all can't get. But in another month, everybody's gonna be able to get them. So it's not really, even all that. But the charms, obviously, we can't buy charms, so that's something good. But I noticed a lot of the event items too, which worries me the most. A lot of the event items are coming back. LEDs. Yeah, like, so the one that I noticed was the sweaters. So the Cheryl sweater, LED sweater, all at one point they were through an event. And now they're all purchasable. So the people who had to grind out that event and play it every single day to grind it out can now just, if they didn't do that, just go to the shop and buy it. I don't think that's right. I don't know if they bring every outfit from the battle pass to the shop. I don't think they bring every one of them. Because you know how there's the free ones that you get without it, and there's the ones at the bottom. And sometimes you have to buy it to get both of them. Because one of them's free, one of them's paid for. And if that's the case, it gets brought to the shop regardless. So I don't think they're doing that anymore now, but luckily I had bought the first battle pass. I had had it for a little while, I didn't finish it. The only thing they brought back from that one was the Claudette's like puffy vest jacket or something like that, which is now in the store. The only one I haven't found in the store was that Feng Min's pants and Yui's like tank top. That was it. And it makes me not want to buy it. I mean, why would I? I could just wait. And yeah, I could have the charms, but I mean, they're it's nothing special. It's just a battle pass. Anybody could buy it and get it. It's not like it's that, you know. I want something that's nice. Like you notice like there's certain clothing like the dev shirts and stuff on certain characters. Stuff like that you can't just get from spending money. But you actually have to do certain things to get them or stuff like that. I like that in a game. I like having things that are rare and, you know, kind of flexing that a little bit. And they kind of make that hard to do with bringing it right back to the shop a month later.
Yeah. There are like some event stuff, like from the anniversary events that you can't buy. Like Claudette and Deathslinger have full event outfits that I have that are exclusive, and like you can't get the crowns anymore. That's kind of cool. But
Oh
one
yeah.
of the things that I was super pissed about is how I had like a bunch of 4th anniversary stuff, like a bunch. I had, you know, 200 something cakes on Claudette, hundreds of items from the anniversary, and
Right.
I was planning on like keeping all of that just to, you know, flex, show I'm a veteran.
Facts. Which you deserved. Hey, you did the time. You
Right.
put it in to get it. You might as
But-
well.
But get this, they changed all the stuff, like all the items and stuff, to where it's no longer like 4th year anniversary event. It's just like anniversary medkit. Like it's not specific to the event. It's just like an anniversary medkit, not
Right.
the 4th one, or so you can't
Yeah.
even tell anymore.
Like they'll
That made me mad.
they'll come out with this. I've been using my anniversary stuff because I've been saving them up, like you're saying. And now that they're doing it every year, what's the point? You might as well just. I mean, you're gonna get them back.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
So I
like
know what you mean.
exclusive to one anniversary, I would do it. But the fact that it's not, I mean, I'm still probably gonna do it. I like the blood point offerings because there's like so many blood points. But other than that, like, there's really no point.
I think, like you know, do you remember that one event that had the blight serum? Like that made the killers like boost, like do a dash. All the killers
Yeah,
could bring in. They did it.
deactivated it.
Yeah. Like why? What do you
Why
do?
did they- yeah, those are so much fun. But the one for survivors still.
They still
activated.
have, yeah. I still had a couple of those, but they did deactivate them all on killer. They deactivated all that. Like, if I spent the blood points to get them, I should be able to use them after, you know. Like, it shouldn't just be a boosted thing, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I could say that I have them, but who's to say they're not gonna, you know, come back out with them? They didn't do it this Halloween. I think it was a Halloween event. Last Halloween they had the Michaela, Blood Web with the that whole charms, the Wraith charm, the Black Cat charm, all that stuff, the Doctor skin, stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool, like the little side rift, like doing the quests for certain event items. But I hope they don't bring them to the shop because otherwise, what was the point? So we'll see, I guess. I like the holiday events like Christmas and Halloween, stuff like that, because usually it's an event type of thing, but they mainly bring the shit back. So I mean, what's the point? I'll just wait. I won't even have to do it and just wait a month or two and they're there. I'm going to get you a bunch of TTVs. Everybody's TTV, but that's what everybody says, so I don't know. Damn, they kind of suck. TTVs, motherfuckers suck. Sloppy Butcher Nurse is calling on the Wraith. I don't know, I think I should have... Yeah, you want to get rid of that? Wow. These guys are not TTV, bro. These guys are not TTV. What the fuck? Quentin, get that fucking flashlight out of here, boy. Whoa! Yo! Oh my god, I need unrelenting, bro. Yo, fuck.
Dude, I just did the thing. I 99 Steve, then he dropped a pallet on me, I got my power back instantly, and then I marked him and got him. Like, oh, that was so satisfying.
Oh, you're
I
using
did that one
ghosts.
too. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not looking too good right now. They got 2 gens, still don't have a hook yet. I lost. Wow. Damn, yo, these guys just fucking stop doing gens, yo. What the fuck? How is that a miss, bro? No, you die today.
Holy shit, I just got power circled. I got absolutely destroyed. Dude, he tenacity power circle flip-flopped. That actually jump scared me, like I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh my god! So I don't play killer, yo. So it's fucking annoying. Oh, you gonna dead hard? Where? Where to? In the middle of nowhere? I'll take you too, bitch! Y'all are both over here now. Where are you going? Yeah, drop the pallet, boy. I dare you. Yeah. Good, good, good. Fuck sakes. These guys are annoying, yo. Ah. Alright. Jeez, man. She's soul guarded and unbreakable up. What? What the fuck, yo? Oh my god. These people are crazy, yo. I'll camp this guy to death. That's fine. Hey, they want to be toxic. I'll be toxic, yeah. He's got that gate. It's too late. Just gonna uncover and camp this girl to death. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. Whoa, how is he blinding me so quick? She's dying, guys! She's dying! Get away! Alright, then I'll pick this motherfucker up. Fucking... One of you guys are dying, bruh. One of you guys are dying, bruh. I'm telling you. They're going for the safe, they're going for the safe. You're not leaving! You're not leaving! Oh, I might not make it. I might not make it. Holy shit! Come on, if I don't make it, I'm gonna never play this game again. What? Alright, I'm not playing killer ever again. Wow. He wiggled out that quick, huh? I wouldn't wiggle out that quick if I was a survivor. So what's going on? Wow. Crazy. Every time I play killer, the people want to be altruistic as fuck.
Damn, 2 indoor maps in a row with a stealth killer? Whew.
I'm lucky.
Lucky day. No, I mean, lucky for me.
I'm about to stop it.
The survivors.
Can't play killer anymore.
I've had enough.
Like, the guy wiggled off in such a short amount of time. I'm getting blinded everywhere. Like, not that I'm getting blinded, but everybody's trying to blind me as I walk everywhere. I have to turn around like 360 every hook. Everybody's taking hits. Like, it's annoying. Like, honestly, I can see that what I do to people when I'm playing Survivor is fucking annoying. Like, it is annoying as shit going against killer or survivors like that. And like I said, whenever I play killer, everybody's playing good. But when I'm playing Survivor, my team is just ass. I better start running Boiled Over, honestly. It was beyond annoying. I had no time to get any hook. And I barely even moved. I gotta take all my stocks out right now because it seems like all they want to do is keep taking my. Every time I put money in, I'm losing money, you know. And they charge me money to take it out.
Just play better.
Only stocks. Stock market money that I put in is just not. It's not cutting it. These guys are doing me dirty. I invested in Disney, Apple, Amazon. Hey, it's summertime. Everybody goes to Disney World. All these new movies coming out.
That's true. That is true. That's you know what? Yeah, you actually bring up a good point. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's. I gotta be patient. I mean, it takes time. I put in $5, just a little bit. I put in $5.
There's a startup tech company called Nothing that I genuinely think people should invest in.
What did they do?
Phones and stuff, like consumer electronics.
What, just
But
making them or fixing them? Or?
Yeah, making them.
Okay.
If you're not, like super into the tech industry, you probably have never heard of them. But the CEO of that company is the CEO, or the former CEO of another company called OnePlus.
That sounds more familiar than anything, yeah.
They're not super popular here in the United States, but overseas they're one of the biggest phone companies in the world. So he basically built that company, left the company to start this new company.
Sounds like he's got money, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's pretty rich. And they're launching a phone here in the summer.
Maybe the next Google Pixel type of off-brand third type of flagship phone.
Hey, I have a Google Pixel.
I don't think they're too bad, to be honest. I have an iPhone. I jailbroke my iPhone and seen what it was capable of doing, and the fact that I can get
So
all those
basically,
capabilities
just
on an
put
Android.
on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can do all that on Android. You don't have to do any work.
Right, but nobody understands that. They're like, oh, I just had iPhone all the time.
I'm a tech enthusiast. I'm super into that sort of thing. Out of all the phones I've ever used, which is like a lot, to be honest, the Pixel's my favorite.
Pixel, yeah, it's nice. Camera looks nice.
I don't like the camera. The camera's overrated. But the software is super, super nice.
I mean, it's more freedom, and that's what, to me as a phone, why do people sell phones for more money? Because it has an extra camera. If you're not a photographer, which most people aren't who buy a phone, then what is that to you? Nothing, probably.
No,
It's,
maybe
a,
it's just 'cause it's cool.
it's about, is it fast? The capabilities of it. You know, what is it able to do? It should be able to do more than what the last one was able to do.
Well, the thing about the phone industry right now is that we're at a point where it's really plateaued, and the thing that's happening right now is we're starting to enter an era of like new form factors for phones, with foldables and rollables and stuff like that. But generally speaking, phones have gotten so good that they really can't get any better. You know, I truly do believe that we're starting to enter a new era of technology with the mixed reality situation, you know, AR and VR. all
Yeah.
integrated together.
AR, what is AR?
People complain augmented reality. It's like, you know, the metaverse. I genuinely think that's where we're headed. Maybe
Yeah.
not the exact future that Meta themselves was proposing, but the general gist of a mixed reality future, I think is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Just based on,
I mean, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
phones
there's
in
so many
particular-
things that fall into that category that would make you believe otherwise. I mean, VR, Oculus, everybody's playing virtual reality. Your phone is 3D. Everything's kind of being.
So
I mean, I feel like iPhone is just. It's not as much as the technology, but the branding. You know, it's Apple. Apple means nice and expensive, and
I think there's a lot to love about the iPhone. I feel like when people talk about phones, especially enthusiasts like myself, it's hard to be satisfied with something like an iPhone, you know? Because if you look at the Android side of things, you know, you can do so much more. There's typically more features,
Yeah.
more power.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
usually cheaper, and more freedom. But some people just want a phone that'll work the way they expect it to work. They don't want to have to think. about it.
simplicity.
And that's what the iPhone is. So I understand why it's as popular as that has become. I think the reason that it's so good is because it's popular, and the reason it's so popular is because of the optimizations. It's kind of like a loophole,
yeah.
and I think part of it is branding as well, but it's also, you know, simplicity. Apple pioneered the modern smartphone market.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a lot
But-
to say about the way that the industry has unfolded over the past decade and a half.
yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like iPhone is the next best thing, you know? Everybody wants an iPhone because everybody else has an iPhone.
Exactly.
Because you know what I mean? It's not because it's
I
nice, it's
totally
because
agree with you.
yeah.
Totally.
And it's sad, man. Like, it's consumerism, like, to the next level. Like, oh, that's what is in demand. People want that, and they have that. I gotta get that. I need that. But
I
if
certainly
you,
wouldn't call it like a monopoly or anything like that. I don't think
Oh,
definitely
nah.
quite at that level. And the majority of phones in the world are Android phones. Like, Apple only has 25% market share globally. Samsung is actually the biggest smartphone manufacturer in the world. They sell way more phones than Apple. But, you know, that's counting usually like mid-range phones, budget phones, overseas markets. In the US and especially like in the premium side of the spectrum, Apple completely dominates the market, which is why they have so much to say over what other phone companies are doing. You know, Apple removed the headphone jack, everybody else is going to remove the headphone jack. It's because they control the premium side of things, they control the US phone market. There's such domination.
Yeah.
I think it's 70 or 80% of people between the ages of 18 and 24 have an iPhone. That is insane.
But
For
you gotta
one
remember-
company to have that much market share.
you gotta remember that Apple is Apple computers, Apple TV, Apple you know, music, all these things that is just more than the phone. Whereas Samsung, you know, they don't have that kind of outlet as far as, you know, Samsung or what, out of Android, or there's no really, it's Google. Google is the main.
The closest thing is definitely Google.
Yeah, that is
Samsung
the.
has a nice ecosystem though. You know, they have their watches and their headphones. And
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
they definitely, yeah, they definitely did that.
So.
Yeah, well, you're right. I agree with you. Like, a lot of the Android phones are bigger than iPhones. They're stronger. You could drop an Apple. I mean, you could drop a Samsung right on the ground. It has Gorilla Glass and all this shit on it, and it won't break. You drop an iPhone, it's gone. That $1,300 you spent on the iPhone 13 is now gone because he dropped it at one time. Whereas anything Samsung, I mean, in my experience, when I research into it or look it up before I buy it, it has Gorilla Glass, it has this, it has that, it has reinforcement, it's bigger, it's louder, it's clear, it's more customization. I mean, to a person with a little bit of common sense, and you think about a phone where you want it to do what you want, you would think that you would go with it. It has a lot more availabilities and features that somebody would want in customizing a phone, you know.
I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with you. I personally am not a big fan of Samsung themselves. I think that their skin on top of Android One UI, I personally think it's like super cluttered and still filled to the brim with bloatware. It's better than it used to be, but it still is nowhere near as clean as Pixel. Yeah, there's certainly a lot going on. I think you brought up an interesting point with the Apple TV, Apple Music, stuff like that. People are starting to say that Apple's becoming a services company. You know, they're trying to push their
overall image,
buying their services and stuff like that. And
right, to make up for.
I think that's personally one of the most idiotic things that people have said in recent times. Apple, from their core, is a hardware company, and even if you look at their services are purely enabled by their hardware. You know,
yeah.
A lot of their services are only available on Apple products themselves. I mean, there's
right,
some
like you have to have.
You can get Apple Music on Android and stuff like that, but it pretty much ends there. You're not going to use an Apple Watch with an Android phone. You're not going to have Apple Fitness Plus or the Apple TV Plus subscription.
Right.
So if their hardware isn't selling well, then their services aren't going to sell well.
Yeah. They're making up for it. They're trying to make up for it, at least. I mean, which is sad. That should tell you enough about the company if they have to come out with all this stuff just to make it appealing. Because, I mean, when I just bought a MacBook probably like a year ago, the newest one, the M1 chip MacBook. I never had a MacBook before. And when I tried to get on and do the simplest things like a copy and paste, I had to hit other buttons that I wasn't familiar with. I had to go through other things. No, it was a whole different button. I don't even remember what it was. It was like a control, copy, and like it was different from.
There's no control on Macs. It's command. It's so weird.
Well, yeah, yeah, and it was weird, right? Yeah, it was weird because I'm looking for what I'm used to on a normal keyboard. And it just wasn't that. And I was like, why spend money on all this shit that I have to look up? It's not the same. Something that I'm spending $1,300 on to make my life easier, and it's doing the opposite of that. And that was the issue.
I personally, I'm actually more familiar with Mac OS than I am with Windows.
Yeah.
Personally, that's what I've been using. But I think a lot of Apple's appeal comes from the ecosystem as well. The fact that all of their products plug in so well to each other is really unseen.
I mean, that is nice.
Apple makes custom silicon specifically for the purpose of connecting to other Apple products. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
You know, the way that they set it up does sort of go to this sort of anti-competitive, anti-consumer type of situation, but besides that, it usually does end up in a good experience, which is part of their appeal, which brings me back to the company I mentioned earlier, Nothing, which is one of the things that they're trying to do, trying to build a product ecosystem.
I just died. But see, for me, like, growing up, I had an iPhone, like 4. And so obviously having that, I moved to the next one, then eventually they come out with a Mac, like you're saying, or a MacBook, and it pairs well, right? Everything you have on your phone is now on this computer. Whole everything, like that computer is literally that type of computer is meant for synchronization of those same corresponding pieces of software. Like I have a phone or the Apple Watch or the Apple TV, it all syncs, it all connects. So it makes it easier, I guess, for somebody who's like, I got an iPhone, so now I'll go get a Mac because they're both Apple, they'll both sync up easily, things like that. But in my opinion, I've had a MacBook and I've had a normal like Acer, Windows laptop, and the Windows laptop has by far been the most easiest thing to maneuver around because it's the simplicity. But now iPhone suffers from being too simple because there's not the customization, whereas Android has that, Samsung has that, Windows phones have that.
Windows phone.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. All of those.
Back in the day.
The big, I remember that little Windows Nokia phone, man.
Yeah.
Like they had the shit, man. The little Xbox games on there you can play. But I think it's a lot like simpler, definitely for iPhone. But it's simpler always isn't better. If you can make it simple and good and customizable, then yeah. And unfortunately now I have what is this? I think it's an iPhone X that I bought because it was only like $400. Now the problem I have when I buy Samsungs is that they're slower. It seems like their software processors, sorry,
So,
and everything like that.
I can explain that a little bit here. So it kind of depends on. So if you're buying an iPhone 10 for $400, you're probably looking at like the refurbished market, right?
No, I bought this
Or
one new,
used,
but it was
when it
on.
came out?
No, I just bought it like a couple months ago. Yeah, a couple months ago.
So it probably was refurbished. 'Cause they don't
Yeah,
make that
no.
phone anymore.
No, it was new, but it wasn't on a contract. It was like Boost Mobile, so I just could buy it and not have to pay like a contract. So it was paying flat out. It might have been the X or the XR. I don't remember. It was one of those two. But I bought it for like $450, and I figured, okay, that's a good deal. Because anywhere else I go, if I bought it unlocked online, it'd probably be like $800. And if I bought it through a contract company, it might be like $100. But now I'm stuck in a contract. And I can't get out of it, and if I do, I have to pay for the whole phone's price, which is like $800. So,
Well, I think outside of the ecosystem and the ease of use, one of the things that, because when I got my Pixel, I pretty much have switched over to Android. As for phones, at least specifically, like it's been pretty much a 180 switch for me. I just enjoy using that phone so much.
right? I don't. Yeah, I
One of
could
the
have.
things that I have missed, though, like the number one thing that I have missed is optimization. Apps on iOS are way, way better optimized than on Android, which
Like,
is a product of
yeah.
market domination, the fact that Apple controls so much of the market. If you want to appeal to a wide audience, you're gonna want to optimize for iPhones, because most people use iPhones, at
Right.
least in the U.S.
That's flagship,
But-
man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like Apple doesn't make that many phones either.
Yeah,
they release, like,
it's very
couple
slowly.
phones a year. And then, more, Android manufacturers, you've got a couple hundred Android phones releasing every year from.
Right. They
dozens
do
of
have many. Yeah.
manufacturers.
Yeah, they do have a lot of selection. Like, yeah.
So, it's definitely a lot easier to optimize for iOS, which is one thing I have missed. But
Like, yeah.
optimization in general is something that Apple is really, really good at. I mean, they make their own chips, they make their own software, they make their own hardware. Everything
Yeah.
is designed from the ground up to integrate so well into each other, which is how Apple is, able to get the best battery life on their 13 Pro Max. which
Yeah,
does have
that's
the
pretty
best battery
rough.
life out of any
yeah,
modern
but-
mainstream phone.
But the fact that it's almost a cheap like Honda Civic. Like I could get a Honda Civic like 2002, but like 100,000 miles on it for the price I could get for a fucking iPhone 13. Like
But are you who's buying an iPhone 13 Pro Max flat out? Like you're gonna buy a contract. you're
that
not
like
gonna
kids that have a dad that want to spend time with their kids and make it seem like they're doing something in their child support debate when they go to court. Alright. is people buy it because when they bring it to you, is you have to sign up for the plan, and then it becomes like $700, and of course everybody's like, "Oh, that's a great deal. I'll buy it." But if the phone breaks and it's not manufacturer, issue, then you don't get the phone restored. You have to basically either use the phone or take it back and buy something else.
Yeah, I mean, you can get insurance usually, but
And the insurance, well, okay, so we used to always get Verizon, and the only insurance that they would allow to us would be water damage, or the manufacturer like a kind of like a deficiency in the phone, which is very rare to see, anyways. And obviously, because it was, I never had that issue. But I would drop it, and the screen would crack. We would take it back, and they would have been like, "No, we can't do that." So basically, now I have to pay for that phone until the contract is up, without being able to use it, or cancel the plan and pay the full price for the rest of it. So you go online like Amazon, and you look at an unlocked iPhone 13. You're probably looking at like $2,000.
definitely
Which is
not
ridiculous.
$2,000, but
For an unlocked for any carrier that you could put it
an
on.
unlocked iPhone 13 will cost you $800 or $800.
Hold on, let me look this up, cause I don't know.
Apple.com. Go to apple.com. I know the price.
Fuck.
Apple. I don't think that iPhones are overpriced, to be honest. That's something people complain about.
I think they are, man. For brand new.
Apple actually charges less than Samsung for their phones. So Samsung's phones are more expensive than iPhones.
I think they're all equally way more expensive than they need to be. But I'm gonna look it up from
If you think about
Verizon.
everything that your phone does for you on a daily basis, and you think about the fact that most people are paying like $30 a month for their phone, I don't think it becomes that crazy. You're paying $1 a day for something that basically drives your life. I mean, how much time do you spend on your phone each week?
I don't spend much time on my phone personally, so it doesn't matter to me. Like, I could use a shittier phone. Obviously, I would like that optimization, that quick load speeds. I would like that. Yeah, of course, I would like that. But the main thing I do on my phone is get on Snapchat, check a couple Snapchats, and maybe a couple emails. Where most people are on there all day. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all day. I don't know how they're on there all day, but I'm not as much. But I'm looking it up right now. So the Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max. Okay, so it's the 13 Pro Max is $1099.
$100.
Yeah, and the Pro is $999. Damn, the Apple, just the normal 13 is $830. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, you got me on that. That's pretty good. That was not as I thought it would be. Way more than that. Now, if I looked up, what was the Android the phone that's like basically folds in half, like the two screen?
The Galaxy Z Fold 3. That phone is $1,800.
Yeah, I believe that. That is nice, and I wanted that. That shit is ridiculous, yeah.
I would not, personally, would not recommend it. I think there are better phones you can buy. But
Wait, what was it? What was it called? The Galaxy Z? What is it?
Z Fold 3.
Z Fold. Let me look and make sure it's right. Z Fold 4 or 3? Okay, hold on. Let me make sure this is the one I was talking about. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, the one that folds sideways. Yeah, that was. I like that. It looked good. What was wrong with it?
There are issues concerning optimization with the larger inside screen. I think that Samsung, they really kickstarted the whole foldable trend. I mean, they pretty much led the market since they introduced
They
the
did.
first Galaxy Fold.
They did. Yeah, you got that.
But
They did.
I think currently right now there are other companies that have better displays, better hinges, better cameras on their foldables, bigger batteries, of course, more compact form factors, and they're cheaper. I think
Yeah.
Samsung's kind of gotten a
So
little bit
what-
lost.
What would be a good example? Because I know there's some off markets that people don't hear about.
Yeah. So, in my personal opinion, the best foldable on the market right now is made by a company you probably have never heard of, Oppo, OPPO. They have
yeah.
something called the Oppo Find N, and I mean the phone is lacking some features, but I think that the form factor of the phone is essentially perfect.
Like the overall, just the optimization, the physical appearance.
The physical size of the phone, the way that it's all laid out. I think it is a manifestation of my own philosophy of what a foldable should be.
Right.
So.
But
I
how?
like that phone a lot.
Now, see, so something like that. So, obviously, I guess an American, because I've never heard of that brand.
You'd have to import it from China.
Yeah, so that would be something that you would have to get unlocked at full price, basically, because I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
You definitely cannot get it on a carrier plane.
Yeah, because there would be
You're
some
gonna have to
random
fork
like
up a lot of
Chinese.
money for that phone as well.
Right. So that's the only thing stopping, because I bet there's a lot of nice technology, especially when it comes from overseas.
China,
Like, yeah, they have a lot better technology, and they work at it a lot harder than we do over here. They're making.
You're not wrong.
They go to work, man. They go to work. All them little Chinese kids in there in that basement, man. They're working. They're working.
I think some of the best phones in the world come from China. But the problem is, because China is like so disconnected from the rest of the world when it comes to tech, a lot of like Google services specifically, we in the US, we rely super heavily on Google. A lot of people don't realize that Google essentially has their foot in every corner of the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably name 10 companies and I guarantee 60% of them would be owned by Google. So
Yeah,
Google's got a
Google.
lot going for them, and Google doesn't really work too well with Chinese phones because Google's banned in China.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's something you kind of miss out on. It's not impossible, you still can use YouTube and stuff like that, but it's kind of janky.
It's more like, their own servers, their own types of. But that's the sucky part. Like, you bring a phone over. Like, imagine getting a phone from China. Maybe you got it ordered or whatever, and it was some other brand like nobody's ever heard of in America. And you take it in, like, yeah, can I get service on this? They're gonna be like, I don't know. I have to see. Because
I think you should be able to get service on most. You're not gonna get 5G on any of them, but you should be able to get just basic service on most phones. I think Xiaomi is a good example. They're a super popular brand in China. I think they're the second biggest phone manufacturer in the world. They have a lot of phones.
I heard of a couple of them, like when I was looking, because I didn't have enough for an expensive iPhone at the time. So I ended up getting a Sony Xperia, one of the ones like everybody was talking about. Yeah, with the PlayStation games and all that stuff. But when I was looking, there was a lot of other Chinese off-brand phones that looked really nice, but they were really cheap. And I wasn't sure because I didn't know the brand. So that's why I was like...
A company like Xiaomi, they don't have any, weird motives or anything like that. They're a legit company.
Right.
Their whole, business plan is not really about making as much money on a product as possible. It's about getting people in their ecosystem. Xiaomi makes everything you can imagine. They make from phones, watches. They make vacuum cleaners and TVs.
So everything.
Razors and stuff.
Anything
like that.
electronic.
And usually their margins are super super thin. Some of their phones they make $2 off of them. The margins are razor thin, so they can go dirt cheap. But that doesn't mean that they're necessarily bad. A lot of their phones are actually super super high quality.
Right. Well, that's the indication I get because they're able, I guess, through the manufacturing process they have. That's probably a little bit cheaper to us as Americans versus how much it's costs for them to make it. So it comes off a little bit cheaper, and you look at it, you're like, that phone's only $200, and this one's $400, but it's presented better, and it's a brand that we know. So of course, we're probably going to trust that brand that we know.
Yeah,
so
I think if you're ever in the market for a budget phone to a mid-range phone, I would not recommend going with Samsung personally. I think that they have fantastic flagship phones, but
right.
their mid-rangers, they lack in camera performance and
they do.
Support.
They are shitty. Yeah. Have you ever seen somebody Snapchat you
well.
with the fucking? Well, that's another thing I hate. Yeah, like it's staticky, it's blurry, it's not good. Like that was my another really bad experience
And
with
that,
Androids.
That kind of
Was
sucks as well, because that like paints a bad picture for Android. A lot of Android phones have great cameras, but like so all the super cheap ones, like nah.
yeah,
I
I
even
think
with iPhones, like the cheap iPhones have pretty bad cameras too.
now that I think about it, like I think iPhones having the iMessages to see when messages are read and delivered, the emojis,
Android has that.
and the overall like camera quality as far as like Snapchatting. Now, whenever I've owned an Android, the emojis are obviously different. They're not the same type of emojis, and they show up that way. Like the selfie cameras are always like 6 megapixels, not even an 8, like 6 or 4. Very blurry, very staticky, and then the iMessages. There's not that. Unless you're on an app that you downloaded or something like that,
So,
which
it's actually kind of interesting. So two Android phones messaging each other replicates something similar to iMessage. It's called RCS. It's powered by Google,
yeah.
and it's essentially iMessage just between Android phones instead of between iPhones.
So it's like the same thing, but just with
It's
okay.
basically the same thing. And the interesting thing is, Apple chooses not to support RCS on iPhones. They could. It's an open platform. It's open to everybody. They could implement it if they wanted to. They choose not to.
They're trying to monopolize that shit.
It is a little bit. I think that's a perfect example of
Yeah.
anti-competitive behavior.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of people's like they bring that up like because I've talked to people and I question myself. I've owned a fair share of Android and iPhones.
I don't really give a shit, to be honest. You look at the fucking green bubbles for all I care. You know?
Yeah, I mean it
I
sucks
chose
when
the phone I wanted to choose. You know.
yeah, I mean it sucks when I'm texting somebody and they don't have iMessages. Yeah, it's an inconvenience. Am I not gonna text that person and make fun of them or something like that? No, but obviously it's a lot easier to have that read, delivered, sending the same type of things between the same phone brand. But obviously if Android has that, then it's not that different. If two people have Android. So, you know, it's not really saying that you should have two iPhones to do that when you could have two Androids to do that.
Yeah, but like I was saying a second ago about the mid-range phones, if you ever need a mid-range Android phone or a budget Android phone and you want good cameras specifically,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a Pixel.
Yeah, I heard good stuff
think
about that. I did hear good stuff about it. That's why when you said it, I was like, really? Because I have heard good things about it. It's not
I think that-
expensive. Like,
With the newer Pixels, they completely changed like the camera setup that they were using, like entirely new hardware with their new phones, which they've been using the same sensor for so long because it
Right.
was like so plugged into their algorithm. That's really where Google's photo quality comes from, is that they have such good computational photography that they can do a lot of really, really good things with poor hardware, but they gave the new flagship phones completely new flagship setup, like, you know,
right.
bigger cameras and whatnot. And it's been a little bit rough because their algorithm isn't as optimized for these
Yeah.
new sensors, which is really where the poor performance has come from. I think probably with a couple more software updates it'll get better, but
Right,
yeah,
I
for
mean,
the mid-ranges, it's so good
like,
what the price is.
so you got the Google Pixel 5 or the 4?
I have the Pixel 6.
Damn, okay, so you're up there. Alright. Yeah. How much did that cost? Well, I don't, like I said, I don't pay attention as much when I see, like, Android phones. But I know about the Pixel 5. I've seen the commercials. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
But, so the Pixel 6. Alright, how much did that run you?
So, the Pro model for the Pixel 6, if you want to buy it flat out, it's $900.
Whew. Damn, man, that's not cheap.
I think it's a still relatively competitive price, you know, because it's competing with like the iPhone, the $1,100 iPhone, and the
Yeah,
$1,200
that's true. How, wait, what?
Galaxy Ultra.
What are the specs on that one? On the 6? On the Pro? The 6 Pro?
What specs?
Like,
What do you want?
like the screen size, for example. If you say that's
So you
bigger,
have a 6.7 inch screen.
well, let's
so same as
compare
the
it.
iPhone.
Yeah, let's compare it to the 13 Pro. I don't know if there's a Pro Max or whatever.
Get,
Okay.
Yeah, one of the Max.
Okay, so compared to that.
Okay. So screen size on the 13 Pro Max, 6.7 inches. On the Pixel 6 Pro, also 6.7 inches.
Okay.
So they both have a 120 hertz display.
Okay.
High refresh rate.
But what type
Apple
of
goes
screen?
for OLED
Are they
on both.
both? Okay, okay.
So for the camera setup, Apple gives you 3 cameras on the back. Google gives you 3 cameras on the back. Apple's is a 12 megapixel wide sensor, 12 megapixel 3x telephoto lens, 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. Google gives you a 50 megapixel main sensor,
Damn.
a 48 megapixel 4x telephoto zoom sensor, and a regular ultra wide.
Wow. Okay. So they got that in that category for sure.
Alright. So you don't get the notch on the Android phones as well, you just have a little punch hole at the top.
Right.
Let's see what else. What else can I think of? I guess battery size. The battery on the iPhone is better. I'll just put that out there. So the battery size is kind of irrelevant. Apple for the chipset gives you their A15 chip. Google actually does make their own chips. So this phone has the Google Tensor chip inside. It's a first generation chip, so kind of iffy a little bit, but it's good. Google didn't focus so much on like performance because like, you know, even though the iPhone's chip is like 10% faster or whatever, like you can't really notice, to be honest, because they've gotten so fast now to where 10% is like 1 millisecond of difference.
Right.
So Google focused on like the artificial intelligence side of things, so it enables some pretty cool features. I'm sure you've seen the ads for like the Magic Eraser feature. You can get rid of photo bombers in the background.
Like stylus, like having a stylus basically, and going behind like.
It's cool. Like, yeah, if you have somebody in the background of one of your pictures, you can take them out of the background.
So
like
just.
the phone can do it automatically and stuff.
So okay, let me put it like this. What would you say would be the main reason that you would prefer your phone over the newest, biggest iPhone?
Okay. So for me, it's... Hold on, I gotta sit down for this.
Wait, give me a second. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright.
So, for me with the Pixel, it's really come down to software specifically.
Okay.
One of the problems I think people have with iOS and even with Samsung software is that it's been the same for so long, essentially. Like,
yeah.
Really, and even with like major software updates, like number upgrades, like it's not like a complete overhaul. It's not really changing the way you use it or anything crazy like that. Like it's pretty much the same. So Google, who decided this inside Google? But they decided for the Pixels, for Android 12, they did a complete visual overhaul to the OS. Like almost every visual element was completely reworked. And I hadn't seen anything like this. I mean, it's like the biggest update we've gotten to a major operating system in probably the past half a decade.
Yeah,
so
but
I was pretty intrigued by it. I checked it out, and it's kind of difficult to put into words, really. It feels more like human. Does that make sense?
Like more humanly like functionable, like more adapt.
Yeah, it's definitely more adaptive, but it feels like it's actually designed for people to use it. I feel
like more friendly. Like that's the overall.
Friendly is a good word.
Okay, yeah, more like humanly interactive than normal.
With iOS, it gets to a point where the phone almost feels like it's a tool for you to use.
Right.
You know, like it's not fun to look at. It's not fun to use necessarily. With the Pixel, you know, you have these super interesting visual
Yeah.
animations and stuff like that. And I don't know, just the way that it all flows together and that way that they integrated the haptics and stuff like that. It's just more fun. And I'm in the tech industry, so
Yeah.
I've had to look at this junk probably the past 7 years, right? And this
Yeah.
is the most excited I've been for a software update because it's fun. It's something new to look at.
Yeah, that's
Rather
true.
than being the same thing over and over and over again. It's actually, you know, I mean, every day I discover something new about this.
Well, I know, like, I'm familiar with some of the softwares, like the Nugget and all of that. You remember that? That was a while ago.